always cold. So
Me
this
too.
to me is phenomenal.
Thank
Right
you.
now I'm in love with it. So this is something that Dyson created. Yeah, let's wave through.
Hello.
This is Dyson's AM04. It is the most popular model that Dyson sells, the best-selling hot and cool. I know we call this a variant, but basically it has the look of maybe what you would expect a fan to look like, but there are no blades here. It's giving us warm air right now. It's a heater and a fan in one. So it's two different things in one. 5 months of easy pay of $55.99. That's a feature price, and shipping and handling on this is free. So $13.22 is off the board. That's a savings, and we have absolutely no reorder on this. Now, let me walk you through colors. So this is going to be our blue. Wow, is it ever pretty?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Moving on over here, here's the white, modern and beautiful. I love that because the white has, you know, the white color on the outside. It's pretty awesome. Here's the purple, and then, yipes! Fewer than 3 dozen in the purple.
It's on.
Yeah, exactly, it's on. No, I'm loving that there are fewer than 3 dozen in the purple. And then we also have silver, and fewer than 4 dozen remaining in the silver. Okay, now leave it to Dyson to take getting us warm or getting us cool to a completely different level. Because what did James Dyson do here that is completely groundbreaking?
Well, I think what's groundbreaking is that you can actually have a machine that, one, is bladeless, so it's a bladeless fan, which, when have you ever seen that? But it's a machine that actually gives out heat as well as cool air. So it does both. It does two things that you have
in one unit.
In one unit. You also have the ability to set a specific temperature that you want in your room. So it's not like, oh, just high, medium, low. No, there are actually
personalize it, customize it.
So you have this in any room that you want, and it'll maintain the temperature in that room to whatever it is that you like. And I'm going to keep it up on 99 because that gives me high heat all of the time.
Yes, that's me.
That's what we were talking about.
Right.
You also have the settings, 1 to 9, which of course gives you as much air power as you want. This does oscillate left and right as well, and you can touch tilt it.
You can tilt it.
You can tilt it. I think I just turned mine off. I did. But I think the big benefit here is that right now, especially if you're in the Northeast, you have the big nor'easter coming in. We're going to get dumped with a bunch of snow.
It's supposed to be 6 to 20 inches. Like right now, it's probably happening.
It is. It actually is. But we're talking about a machine here that, yes, when it snows, is going to keep you nice and toasty. But come May and June, when you're sweltering hot, this same machine, you're not dusting it off from the attic. It's still out. It's been out since January and February because it's seasonless, and you can use it to cool you down when you want it cooled later on.
Absolutely. You're going to be using this all year. I'm like caressing these because, first of all, I love the shape of them. I think they're really cool. So let me just show you, if you're just joining us, here's our silver, here's the purple, here is the white, and then here we go, the blue. And I love that actually you put the little fan in front just to show that air is coming out here, because how do we know it? Like my hands are doing this, no worries, no blades,
and it's on the hot
nothing
setting.
to worry about. It's on the hot setting, and while heat is coming out and being projected, because you can tell by the little fan, it's not hurting me.
No, I mean, it's very, very safe. And we even have the heat gun here, so we can show you what the heat is reading. And it's 158 right now, 159, 160, but you can still, it's safe to the touch. It even has an automatic shut-off feature, so if you do have this in your kids' rooms, your kids are around, running around it, and it topples over, it's okay. This is meant to actually stand, not just on the floor like a traditional heater, you can stand on the table if you wanted to.
So let's talk about, first of all, you also get a remote as well. So just to let you know, I think we're heading over here. What exactly is an air multiplier?
So air multiplier is actually taking the air that's already present in the room and heating it, or you're getting cool air depending on the mode that you're using. So this is actually showing you how the heat is projecting. And I think this is a big one because even if you have a very beautiful fireplace, there is an inherent problem with heat. And it's just basic science. Heat rises,
Yeah,
so when you
problemo.
have that, problemo number one. So when you have that beautiful fireplace on, or think of a bonfire, you have to go up to those things to feel the heat. You don't stand 10 feet away from a bonfire and go, ooh, it's toasty.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the problem of traditional heaters, which is what we have here. even though it's very large, all that
All the
fantastic
heat is going up.
goes up. So
Right,
you
so
need
you
to
go
blow it out to you.
Exactly. You go 5 feet
Yeah.
away from this heater and
You
you're not
don't feel
necessarily feeling it. You're
anything.
like, what is
What
going
the
on?
heck? And that's kind of what we're showing you here is
Yeah.
the problem, right? So at Dyson, it's problem solution. So these are all the problems. We've all seen the radiator heaters before.
Yeah.
Kind of different fans, how dirty these other fans get. And these are also, they're for specific seasons. You have to take them out, put them back.
Exactly.
So what we have here is a heat-sensitive paint board. And we have another heat gun. If you want to just show, well, you have to show them, but just go ahead and tell them what, watch out your hand.
My hand.
Yeah. So it's 190.
Yep.
Oh, 233.
Okay.
It's really hot.
Really hot.
This is heat-sensitive paint that will change at 87 degrees. Even though this is registering at 200 and some degrees, you're noticing then it's not changing because it's not blowing that heat out. So
Right, it's not going straight ahead.
It's not
and
going
you
straight
only
ahead.
had it about 5 inches in front.
So another
crazy.
thing too is, think about it, if you're sitting on the couch, these heaters are on the floor. This, you can put it on the floor, but now you can set it on the table so it's your level. So
Come to
now
your screen.
you're sitting
Look at
on the
what's
sofa,
happening.
you're getting hot. This is heat sensitive paint, changing at 87 degrees. The Dyson Hot, it's doing it. Now you're nice and toasty.
It's coming out at you, so
Yeah.
it is fast. It's a fast
effective,
warm up,
yeah.
exactly, and then like high velocity cooling. I love that fast
Yeah.
warm up.
You
And
get
think about
both.
how many different things that you're paying for. So you've got, maybe you do have some sort of heater in your house, and maybe you do have some sort of fan in your house.
Yeah.
But you had to pay for those separately, and maybe you've got lots of them. Let's talk about all the features of this particular unit.
So it's going to oscillate for you. You have a touch tilt, pivots down and up, so it's less likely to kind of topple over. Most fans are very top heavy. It's going to heat the room quickly. That's a big benefit here. You're going to get high velocity cooling air as well. So this is a seasonless item. We actually even tested this machine. We'll talk about testing in a minute. So this is an 8-inch diameter, so it's a very small footprint. It's very easy to clean, which is also another kind of big benefit. We'll talk about the testing really quickly. We did test this against 30 other similar machines. We put this in a kind of controlled testing situation.
Yes.
And we found that this heated that test chamber faster than all of the other 30 that we tested. And it's very simple because once you put that fan with that heat, you're going to, of course, get that high velocity heating that you want.
High velocity
Yeah.
heating. So when you're sitting in that big chair for the big game, getting ready for it, you are going to be warm.
Nice and
And you know
toasty.
what? 6 to 12 inches of snow is about to drop on us.
Oh,
so
that's
I
scary.
want to be warm. Carolyn is calling from Maryland. Hey, Carolyn, I'm Rachel. This is Susie. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're really
Good.
great. Do you own one of these air multipliers?
Yes, I do. The gray one on the end.
This
The
one
gray one on
here.
the end?
And so,
No, the other end.
oh, on the other end.
Ah.
So to your
This
left.
one. This one?
The
Oh, this one.
completely gray one. The one that's to your left. That one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. We got, there you go. Now we're all on the same bus. Tell me about it.
I actually bought it for my husband because he keeps cranking up the thermostat,
Yes.
and that runs me out of the house.
Ah.
Yeah.
So now he can sit and turn that on in his own little space of the section of the living room and be nice and warm, and I can stay over where it's nice and cool.
Ah, you know what? That is a perfect point, Carolyn. A lot of us, you know, have different temperatures that we're comfortable at, and so I love that, you know, he gets to make his atmosphere great. You get to be comfortable there. And tell us about, you know, we're trying to share with people what we mean by like velocity, like high velocity heating. Does he feel the warmth coming at him sitting across the room?
It's instant. He works outside, so when he comes home, like sometimes his feet are cold, and you just get that bone chill.
Right.
Where he just can't get warm, and he puts that on, and within 15 or 20 minutes, I notice the sweatshirt will come off, and then the flannel shirts will start to get unbuttoned.
Yeah.
The cat will move out of the way.
Yeah.
It actually, and it amazes me, but it fascinates him that thing can warm him up as quickly and keep him warm.
Nice.
And it doesn't, but it stays cool to the touch.
Right, exactly. You know what, Carolyn, have you had an opportunity to use it yet on the cooling fan mode?
Oh yeah, that's what I use it for.
Okay.
When he's not home, I use it just for the fan.
Right, exactly. So you're using
And
it all the time.
It works great. I think it's going to work really well in the summertime
Yeah.
if I would put that in front of where the air conditioning comes out of the vent to help circulate that cold air around the room.
Wow,
And
that's
it
a great
will.
idea. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Carolyn, I love that you called. Did you have Easy Pay on your fan?
Yes, I did. I bought it the last time, a couple of weeks
good.
ago. It was on air.
Good,
and
good for you.
And I got it.
Excellent.
And it's been used every day since.
That's
Right.
that's a good
That's
vote of
what I'm
confidence
talking
right there.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
Carolyn.
It's the best gift I've given him, is what he says. So I'm happy he's happy.
You know what? I agree with that. Well, Carolyn, stay warm and stay
Yes.
safe in this stormy weather we're about to
I
get.
know. I'm so ready for spring.
Oh, me too.
Already? We haven't even hit the deep freeze yet,
I
Carolyn.
know.
All right, well, take care. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a good
have a
night.
good one. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So Carolyn has the silver one.
Yeah.
Silver's going really quickly. We have now 2 dozen remaining in the silver. The purple, 2 dozen. Okay, I love when we say 2 dozen because really I'm like, let's remind everyone that means 24.
That's a couple donuts.
Right, exactly. That's a couple donuts.
Right.
Exactly. And then we're looking at the white, which is all pretty and pristine. And then here it is in the blue. And I love that we were talking about, like, her husband wants it to be warm. She wants to be cool. I'm going through the change. You know, I need it to be cool. So, you know, I'm doing hot and cool, right, exactly. My own personal summers. I guess we just call it the personal summer all the time. That's like the euphemism for it.
Yeah.
So,
Is it happening right
it's
now?
hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. Exactly.
That's
so
so
it's
funny.
just crazy.
Listen, saving marriages across the country.
Exactly, that's what we do.
But this is great because even for myself and my husband, we kind of have the same. I'm always cold. I am a little cold bunny baby, so I like it always on the high heat. My husband likes it. You know, he likes to cool himself down.
Yep.
But what we also do is, which is great because it's so lightweight.
Yeah.
We can actually move this from room to room. We encourage you guys to do the same thing. So if you're hanging out in the
Yeah,
living
how
room,
lightweight is this? I know,
it's
I'm picking
under
it up.
5 pounds.
Oh, see, thanks, Susie.
So everything at Dyson's under 5 pounds. No.
I love it.
But this is great because you have it in your living room. That's where you are. Why heat your whole home, cool your whole home? You're hanging out in your living room, or then you go to your bedroom, you take this. Other things you don't take
Right.
those big radiator heaters upstairs with you and downstairs and the whole shebang. This you can and you would.
Well, the great thing is it's like heat the room you're in, but the other thing
Yeah.
is introduce yourself to those places in the home that you have not used because they're too cold. Or they're too hot. You know which room I'm talking about. There was always one, like growing up in my house,
Yeah.
you know, the basement was always too cold.
Yeah.
You know, we were like, oh my gosh, it's too cold down there, so we don't want to stay and be entertained down there. No, we needed some sort of heater, right? But then, of course, the attic, it's too hot. But if you have an attic room, maybe that's your guest room, maybe that's another room that needs to be used for one reason or another, you can actually cool it down. This is the one stop for whether you want to warm your place or cool your place. Will you give us a tour?
Yeah, so here you have your remote control. Move this out of the way. This is actually your internal thermostat. So you can actually set a specific temperature that you want in any room of your home, and it will maintain that temperature, whatever you would like. Now, you can even put this up against pipes that freeze all the time.
Yay.
And set it up to, say, 34 degrees, so it kicks in so your pipes don't freeze. This is also something you get the 9 settings, so you go all the way up from 1 to 9. I think I just turned it off.
64. There
See
you go.
how I turn it on and off?
Yep.
Let's go over here.
Okay.
No problems. So here we go. Now this is also, you get the 1 to 9 settings on this as well. And it's also great because you also can, you can kind of, you can touch tilt. This will also oscillate. You know what happened? The battery here has gone
died.
down,
Okay.
has
Yep,
died
it's
on
died.
me.
Okay.
But here these other ones are,
Okay.
are
Yeah.
oscillating. But again, this is going to give you that big high heat. We actually have a great demonstration
We
to
do.
show
Let's go see
you
it.
to show you all of the heat and the coolness that can be projected out of this machine.
So let me remind you that this is the AM04 model. It's Dyson's best-selling hot and cool variant. What that basically means is that it's an air multiplier. You're either getting us hot or you're cooling us off. And I love that. And you're doing
Yeah.
it in one machine. And it's 5 months of easy pay of $55.99. When we talk about, does it make sense to have easy pay? Well, guess what? You're going to pay now February, March, April, May, June. And you're going to be using it, every
Yeah.
day until then, because it's going to be cold and then it's going to start to get hot. And I love that we just had our caller and she was like, you know what? I've used it every single day since I've gotten it home. So her husband wants to use it for the heat. She wants to use it to cool her down. What are you showing us now, Miss Sue?
So now I'm going to show you how this actually fills your room and why people feel such a difference with this. We're going to use fog so you can actually see the air motion. And the biggest thing with the fog is I want you to notice, I'm actually going to put the fog machine up against these holes, not the center hole, but you'll see that the fog actually travels from the base to the center because that's how this this technology works.
Yep.
So we're going to bring the lights down low so that way you can actually see the air flow and air movement with the use of the fog machine. So here we go, as I push it through, but you can see how it goes ahead through the center and fills up the room.
So you know what? Do that again.
I'm going to do it one more time.
Okay.
Here we go.
So you love, so if I'm sitting
see?
over here, right? This is when we're talking about, you're projecting. So you're either projecting the warm air or the cool, air. Either way, I'm getting the feel.
Yes.
Like it's changing how I feel, right?
Yes.
So it's warming me up or cooling me off. It's so obvious. And James Dyson, he's a little genius, that guy.
Well, it really makes sense. And that's why we talk about this being able to fill the room and why people are feeling the heat, feeling the coolness, why they're using it all year long, why you don't have to put it away. It's because it actually works and it's actually filling the rooms up and making people comfortable.
So are these durable?
They are actually very durable. We test every one of these machines just like we do with the vacuums. And I think even with this a little bit more because you're gonna actually have this one out a lot more than your vacuums you would, you know, you're gonna have it on a table or on the floor. We know your families are gonna be around this, your pets are gonna be around this, that they probably are gonna fall over and be knocked over. It's okay. They are for everyday use to be out all year round. They're like, I kind of call it the reality because sometimes you look at something like this and you did make an investment and it looks so pretty and nice and that whole deal, and I understand. Don't let my kids near it, you know. No, it's okay if your kids are near it. There's also that safety feature where if it does tilt over, it will shut completely off and it won't turn back on even if they tip it back up right. You have to turn it back on.
So now that we're here, let's do colors. So this is the silver. Unisex, great for office, great for down, you know, downstairs in the basement, upstairs in the attic, 1 dozen in the silver. Here's the other thing that I want to remind you of is that whenever we have company, you don't ever know. Are they somebody who likes it hot? Or are they somebody who likes it warm in their bedroom? This is how every single person gets to have their own temperature. And this is how you actually can, depending upon if you spend a lot of time in one room or another, this is how you turn the heat down in your whole house, and then you enjoy the space that you're in. Save a little money. This is the purple. How many in the purple do we have left? Oh, fewer than 2 dozen. Oh my. And then we also have your white, and then we also have your blue. So it comes with a remote control. You're gonna get this home in 7 to 10 days. All you need to do is call us and say, I want one, and I wanna put easy pay on my card. 5 months of easy pay of $55.99, and that shipping and handling is free. Let's walk through it.
So it's adjustable internal thermostat, so that way you can set a specific temperature that you want in any room that you would like. It oscillates from the left and right, so you get kind of a nice variable of airflow. You can tilt it up or tilt it down. So you see she had it on her nightstand. This is not just for the floor. It's gonna heat your room quickly, and I think that's a big thing. We talk about when you're cold. You wanna be warm right now, not in 10, 20 minutes. You're also going to get high velocity cooling air in the same machine. It does both things. It's a very small footprint, very easy to clean. You just kind of wipe it off with a paper towel, not damp or anything, just something very dry. So that way you're not worrying about something that, you leave it out. Is it going to collect a bunch of dust and then look disgusting? No, because it's also very easy to clean, and no grates or grills or whatever you call those things to collect dust.
No blades. And how big of a room are we talking about?
So when we kind of tested this, I believe it was a 250 square foot room. Somebody can help fact check on that. But it was the size of a large living room.
Got it. 241 square feet.
So the size of a large living room. So for us at our house, it's an open floor plan like a lot of houses. You get the living room kind of connected to the kitchen, and this is plenty for us. Now, obviously, if you have a larger home, but really it's kind of for that large living space.
You know what? I say get it home. Here's the thing. We're about to go into the deep freeze out here. and snow 6 to 12 inches at any time. Get this home. You have a love it or return it in 30 days. That's our policy. So $55.99 will get it to your door in 7 to 10 days. You turn it on and you let us know whether or not you get that quick heating or that high velocity cooling, you know, whatever it is that you happen to need. Instead of buying those multiple fans, instead of buying, you know, those multiple air conditionings, or instead of getting those heaters for every different room, you've got one that you can move from room to room and you're gonna warm up in 2 seconds.
Well, it's 177 degrees and it's still safe to the touch. There aren't too many heaters out there that you can have, that you would even want to do that.
Kids.
Cats, kids, pets. We're talking about it all. Actually, let's talk about what it does replace.
How it works.
I mean, this is everything. You know, we have a little smorgasbord, if you will,
down here,
of all of the different things that it does replace, because it really is a lot. We talk about heating and cooling things. A lot of them you don't put on a nightstand like she has that. You know, a lot of the ones you set them on the floor.
I know, they're on the floor. You know, you're lugging them in. You've got some. Where are you storing all this? Like where, you know, what
gotta put them
kind
away
of storage
and
do you
back
have?
out.
No, I know, but it's like hard. It's tricky, and this isn't.
And no, this is great. So, and let's talk about this. So this is on.
It's like a baseboard heater.
Where are we at here? This is 175 degrees and climbing. This is very hot.
Okay.
But here we go. Let me show you the difference in why this one is so effective, or ours is so effective, because it blows the air at you. Now, the reason why this is important is because even though this baseboard heater is producing heat, all this heat is rising up to the ceiling where nobody is sitting.
So what you're looking at right here is, what is this? This is what?
Heat sensitive paint.
This is heat sensitive paint. So this should be doing what if the heat is reaching it?
It should change when the heat reaches 87 degrees, or when heat starts to reach it, you know, it should start to change at all.
This color should change. Are you seeing a color change? No, we're not seeing a color change.
And that's very sad.
So, right, and so even though you've got this baseboard heater blowing out all this heat, you're not seeing a color change.
So now let's talk about this. Same board, talking about heat sensitive paint, changing at 87 degrees. This is now changing because all of the heat is being blown at you. You're not waiting for your whole room to kind of heat up in a circular motion with traditional baseboard heaters. This is a direct projection at wherever you're at.
And you know what? Keep looking at us, because I'm going to ask Susie to come on over here, because we want to see visually what that projection looks like. I want to see what it looks like one more time. Because, you know, we can say, hey, we can put your arm through it and the heat is, you know, it's blowing and all that stuff. But until you see it, so come look at your screen right now. You've got to see this to believe it.
It really is. It's a phenomenal machine, and we're actually going to bring down the lights. We're going to use a fog machine so you can see how the air actually fills up your whole room, whether it's on the cooling or the heat. This is how air multiplier technology works.
So look at all that. Look at this huge, go ahead, look at this huge stream, this huge column, if you will, of air that is moving out and shooting across the room. I'm sitting in my couch. I'm watching a movie.
And
guess
now you're
what?
warm.
I'm getting the heat. I'm getting the cool air coming my way. So you've got this on 5 months of easy pay of $55.99. Shipping and handling on this is free. If you're sitting there watching right now and you're cold,
like me and Rachel,
I recommend,
all the time.
we're always cold.
I am, though.
I recommend dialing in for it, because this will change how you feel about your space. And let's just face it, if you're uncomfortable, if the temperature in the room is not comfortable, you're crabby.
Oh gosh,
I'm crabby. Like
hungry
if I'm
and cold.
And cold. Then I'm crabby. Silver is
me.
actually now gone, so we need to take silver away. So congratulations to all of you who picked up the silver. If you'd like the purple, that's the next to go. Only about a dozen to go around. So I would encourage you to dial in for that one. Don't wait on that, because we have only about a dozen to go around. This is the purple. Here's your white, and here's your blue. And this is a no reorder on this. So when we say no reorder, once these are out of here, we're not reordering.
No.
That's what we mean.
That's
Shipping and handling on this is free. Exactly. It's kind of straight ahead. Shipping and handling is free. So we've got that love it or return it within 30-day policy. Get this home, give it a try, because I don't know about you. Again, I got to be comfortable. And if I'm not comfortable, and you know, I grew up in a home, I was like, I'm cold. My mom was like, get a sweater. I'm like, you know what? Why am I inside and I need a sweater? Why are my layers in the house? So now I have to treat myself, and I'm like, I'm going to have the temperature in my home the way I like it, which is a little on the warm side, if you ask my
I'll
friends.
tell you, listen, we used to go to my great-grandma's house, and we didn't take our coats off. It wasn't like we got comfortable, okay? We kept our coats on,
Right.
and we sat
Teeth
there
chattering.
with this little heater, and Grandma, and she's sitting right next to it, and we're just like, when are we leaving? Because we're freezing. But even in my mom's house, she kept it really low, and I understand because we were trying to save money, but this is great because you can now just heat or cool the room that you're in.
The space that you're in.
Yeah.
And so turn the heat
Yeah.
down in the house. Just have the heat on with this heater in the room that you're in. It's like heat the
Yeah.
room that you're in. That certainly helps the budget. So we've got the blue, we have the white, we have the purple, very, very limited. V33009 is your item number. 5 months of easy pay of $55.99. Shipping and handling on this is free. No reorder, love it or return it. And that means that you get this home in a week and you can go through, I don't know, however many storms there are between now and 30 days and make your decision.
no.
So it is by Dyson. James Dyson is always thinking of new technology and new ways. And this is their #1. This is the most popular model, the best-selling hot, cool variant, which is simply a kind of a convoluted way of saying this is how you stay warm and this is how you stay cool.
Here's the thing, I didn't see your shadow, so
Yeah.
doesn't that mean that spring is coming? If I see a Rachel
I don't-
Bosing shadow,
I don't remember that one.
I think that's
It's
what it
Poxitani,
says.
Phil. This is how we started the show. We started the show with cleaning, and then we wanted to make sure that you were feeling good. This is the Dyson DC59 Motorhead. It is the newest, most powerful cordless vacuum ever from Dyson. And when we talk about cordless vacs, sometimes you think, wah, wah, wah. Nope, you know it's from Dyson, so this has power to spare. It's got 2 motors. Over 18,000 of these have been sold. It's a feature price of 5 months of easy pay of $79.99. Shipping and handling on that is free. We also have that love it or return it policy on that. If you've always had Dyson Envy, that's how you can do hard floor carpets, up high, down low, for $79.